Positive thinking is well regarded by most people. It teaches that positive thoughts create positive events in your life. Who would disagree with such a cute idea? Me, Cavalher. When everybody agrees with an idea, it seems that this idea is right just because everybody agrees on that. In this series of videos though, I am going to show to you that positive thinking separates you from wholeness and is opposite to the yin-yang as well as the teachings of Buddha, Christ, and Carl Jung. Stay tuned. I'm Cavalher. The idea underneath positive thinking is quite simple. Our thoughts determine the reality we experience in our lives. Therefore, if I want my life to be positive, I must think positively. Of course, the opposite is also true. Since I don't want my life to be negative, I must not think negatively. This line of thought is dual. The reality of life is divided in two. Half of it is positive. I must direct my thoughts to this half in order to attract positive life situations. The other half is negative. I must not direct my thoughts that way in order not to attract negative situations. Lines of thought based on duality are typical of the third dimension, the ego's dimension. In 3D, you build your personality your way. The other ways are not good and at the very least do not interest you. You live your life your way. The other ways are not good and at the very least do not interest you. The ego is just like that. The only good way of doing things is its own way. Those who believe positive thinking to be their way choose to only think positively and to have a personality with positive traits only in order to live a life that is only positive. Negative thoughts, negative personality traits, and negative life events are not good and can in no way exist. It doesn't matter if you use positive thinking to attract material or spiritual things such as money or the world peace. Independently of what you consider to be positive, should it be more material or spiritual, more selfish or selfless, lower or more elevated, your definition of positive reflects your way, your beliefs, and your will. Therefore, it reflects your ego. Positive thinking is a healthy thing in the third dimension because the duality it enhances helps you to build your ego. But positive thinking holds you in a very limited reality. The ego and the third dimension are very limited realities. The duality of positive thinking separates everything into two sets of things: positive things and negative things. Positive things are accepted. Negative things should be rejected, should be excluded. That's why positive thinking cannot be classified as a holistic teaching. The word holistic comes from the Greek word HÓLOS, that means all, totality, whole. Teachings that are indeed holistic are those that create a connection between you and the wholeness. That's obvious. The wholeness must be indeed whole, encompassing all positive things as well as all negative things. Positive thinking teaches you to live positive things only and to exclude negative things. When negative things are excluded, wholeness is not whole anymore because a part of it is now missing. Positive thinking destroys your connection with the wholeness. Believing that it is possible to have positive thoughts only and live a life that is only positive is a complete illusion. Illusions are by no means harmless. Illusions are extremely dangerous. Illusions imprison your consciousness. Illusions are convictions, convictions that imprison you in illusory realities. This illusion imprisons you in which reality? In an infantile reality. For children, living a very positive life is very healthy. We adults must take care of them, deal with the problems that show up, and not let negative things happen to them. But adults who believe that life can be only positive prove to be too infantile. Only people who are very superficial believe that life could be only positive. Positive and negative things happen all the time. In order to not think on anything negative, to not see anything negative, one must look aside at all times and force themselves not to see the reality. Anyone who is at least a bit profound knows that problems, pain, and darkness are a part of life. Believing that you can be above the problems, pain, and darkness that affect everybody, believing that you are only positive and that life is only positive is a very arrogant belief. Don't allow this illusion to imprison you. Leave it behind. Destroying illusions is an act of courage, because destroying illusions is destroying convictions that you publicly stood for and seeing the life you have built on this illusion collapse. Destroying illusions is liberating because it opens the access to new realities. In this new reality, you realize that you can embrace unity. And in order to do that, you need to embrace life and yourself entirely, along with all the positive things and also all the negative things. The wholeness encompasses all that is positive and all that is negative. In 3D, it is impossible to admit that the wholeness, the transcendental, and the spiritual could encompass negative things. But in 4D, we stop to want life to be our way, and that life brings to us only the situations that we consider to be positive. We realize that this is too selfish and infantile. In 4D, we leave behind duality and embrace the unity of life. Of course, we prefer to live life the way we like it and is pleasant for us. Of course, we prefer the positive. However, we stop to reject the negative things and understand that they make us more profound, mature, and wise. We understand that life is bigger than us, wiser than us, and that everything life brings to us, should it be positive or negative, is a part of life and makes us grow. In this new reality, we embrace life the way it is. In this new reality, we become indeed holistic. Since almost everyone agrees with the positive thinking, it seems obvious that it is right. However, the positive thinking teachings are opposite to those of Buddha, Christ, and Carl Jung. That's the topic of the next video. Stay tuned.